Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edessa the Dark Crusade Season 2. This evening's scene takes us outside of Edessa proper to Zengid's Wall, where Memnon has been working on the Salubri Hospital pretty much non-stop for what seems like forever at this point. And I will let Memnon do his introduction.
Yes, as Memnon has taken the on-hands approach, sleeping with sleeping beside the workers who he puts to task during his evenings, managing through various paymasters and I'm sorry, drop my earbud. Paymasters and foremans, members of the guild that he shares. Memnon has pretty much become obsessed with this, as his name is being put on the line through Edessa as its architect. And yeah, I would like to hand it back to you just to get an idea of what the progress has looked like.
And that is where I need Chris, and he is not answering me. So, how many phases did they say this project was going to be? Do you recall?
Three.
Okay, so we are pretty deep into the construction of this hospital.
In total, I need 50 success, and I already got 31.
Okay, yeah, so we are pretty deep into the construction of this hospital. It's well over halfway done. And so far, it seems to be going very well. There has been very little issue with the construction, unlike the city itself, which has seen some troubles over recent nights. And the person who has asked you to construct this hospital is nowhere to be found.
It really makes no difference to Memnon. He has been given the assets to control the process of this hospital's construction. As far as Memnon is concerned, if the man who has invested all these resources into him does not wish to be present, that does not mean the job will not get done.
Though he has left his partner in crime, so to speak, Lady Evelyn, to oversee the construction and ensure everything goes to plan while he takes care of business with certain other members of the kindred society.
Yes, I would imagine Memnon, as it's been some time since he has seen Evelyn. May I ask how would Evelyn have seen him and know that he was there? Would she
Oh
have reached
yes,
out to him?
she would have been checking on him every so often and ensuring that things are going according to plan, making sure that the resources that were allocated were going to where they should be. After all, she did allocate a good chunk of her own financial resources into this hospital.
Okay, good. So it wouldn't come as a surprise to Memnon if he happens to see her out and about at night. I'm pretty sure if anyone she's acts that has worked for him, even Memnon's own servants, who I'm sure he would have told you who is like his men versus hired people. Um, they would usually tell you like, oh, he's seen over in this stage of the project just working late, stuff like that.
which this evening he actually gets a visit from Evelyn herself.
All right. I suppose Evelyn would find him in would you would it be okay to say that because this was discussed about them having like a water supply, so a sewage of sorts.
Yes, that was discussed. Oh, God, sorry. It's okay. Come here. It's okay. Here. There we go. Happy baby again.
Okay, so let's say Memnon invites you. Well, he doesn't invite, but you're told that you can find Memnon in the sewers that are operational right now. The side of it that is. And I'm sure you'd bring. I don't know. Would Evelyn bring light with her, or just use her natural senses?
Oh yeah,
And to the
she has.
natural senses.
She can heighten her senses, but she also does bring a small lantern, kind of like the one she is holding in her overlay, actually.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, it doesn't take you long to find Memnon. Like,
And she is dressed as, as elegantly as ever, holding up her dress to ensure it doesn't drag the ground.
nice. You'll probably see like on the walls where there are scones, because sometimes there is work going down here at night. But since they're all off, you probably could, make the educated guess that Memnon is here alone. And it won't take you long to find him. I guess Memnon, when unless you're trying to sneak up on Memnon, I'm sorry. Why do I sound like the ST right now? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, she's not trying to sneak up on you.
Okay.
Her obfuscate's not that good.
Okay. So I guess I just wanted for like a little dramatic flair when you do come into view of Memnon, you hear something hiss and you like hear something jump off of him. Uh, Memnon, though, I guess when he sees you, will say, "Oh, good evening, Lady Evelyn. Don't mind that one. They don't like light too much, especially fire."
Ah, quite all right. She douses the light.
Oh, you could keep it on. He's a good
Oh,
boy.
it's fine. I see you fairly well in the dark.
Hmm. Yes, it is somewhat tranquil, calming, puts you at ease. Wouldn't you say?
Indeed, quite relaxing. Some of my favorite hours, even in my mortal life, were spent in the dark.
It is a shame that eventually this place will be turned into, well, a treatment for sewage. But as of now, like you can see that there's like an end to the tunnel that's an outlet, so there's some like moonlight getting through. Um, not just like it's not just an endless dark tunnel. I guess I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
But yes, Memnon. He'll ask, is there something I can do for you, Lady Evelyn, or are you just here to
Just checking
inspect me?
progress.
Wonderful, and I would love your opinion on the progress.
From what I've seen above ground and down here, you're doing a lovely job. Money well spent.
Down here, I am focusing my attentions to help establish an alternative safe haven if ever anyone needs to go to ground.
She would nod.
I would think it would only make prudent sense, would you?
Indeed. After all, Recent nights in Edessa have been so tumultuous.
It has been some time since I have heard news from Edessa proper. Is there anything this one should know?
Well, we did evidently have some issue as Anariel has left the city with the prince.
Memnon looks utterly like he does look shocked. Well, there it is then. I'm gone for just a few months. Everything falls apart. I've tried to tell them to leave me to my business, that I would make that city great. But, oh well. Here we are now. And I suppose, in light of this news, perhaps, Lady Evelyn, there are some measures we need to take to secure what is being built, lest all of our investments be lost.
Indeed, a great many people have invested in this. It would be a shame to see it destroyed.
I guess you know what, if I would be curious in response to Evelyn's stance. Memnon is going to like recall his talon, so you can get a look at it. It seems like it's like a bat on his shoulders almost. It kind of like flaps too.
Odd little creature.
Oh, this one. Yes, optinibration is a fascinating discipline. I suppose it is what draws me down here into the deep and the dark.
Yes. Your planet is rather known for their affinity for the shadows.
And I will let you in on a secret, my Malkavian cousin. It is why.
It's okay. There we go.
That is why I will let you in on a little secret. Down here, in environments like this, are our best battle stratagem.
I do imagine you'd be at an advantage in a place like this, where the shadows rule.
But you and yours are quite adept to using the shadows, unlike ourselves. And you have, well, Malkavian are known for having such high capabilities with the senses. And I guess I'll give away the detail that you can see, like, there's something different about Memnon's eyes, because he has the merit dark side.
Ah, okay.
I'm sorry, I should have like announced that in the beginning.
I suppose we are adept at using the shadows in our own way. Not quite the same way that you do, but
Well, I suppose once you take a domain for yourself, if ever you would wish to have a secret passageway constructed, I hope you will choose me as your architect.
I think that would be a lovely idea.
I have always been curious about the insights your clan has been reputed with. I had once wished to gain the Malkavian Apollo as my mentor, though he is gone now.
Yes, I believe all of the Malkavians from this city vanished shortly before we arrived, myself and my sire.
'Twas a shame. There have been many good things recently. The city's population fluctuates.
Though it seems these mass embraces don't help at all.
No, they do not, and they are straining our herd source.
Imagine so, given the sheer number that have been created in that method. Rather barbaric, if you ask me.
Well, hopefully, we can gather what sick and maimed people to us, heal them, and restore and secure a sizable stock for upstanding caymans like you and I.
Yes, Cenariel and the Salubri are quite good at healing and sending them on their way.
I have always been interested in making sure that the commerce of this city stays afloat. Things that are bad for business will hurt all of us eventually.
You're right. Of course.
You had mentioned you were once. Sorry. You had once mentioned that you were a merchant like myself. How is business?
Sorry, he's really angry right now.
Okay.
Because he's tired and he won't sleep. Yo, you don't want to sleep tonight, do you?
Hey, do you want to take a minute to put him down? Like, I don't mind pausing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wash him a bottle and see if I can get him down that way.
Okay. No problem.
I will be right back.
That's cool. I'll be back. I'll be back in like 5.
Okay, we have a bottle, and he is feeling better now. So,
Okay, I'm back.
and I'm back too. What do you know? Good timing.
Good timing.
Where were we?
Um,
Business.
yes, business. How has business been?
Business has been good. I am selling more dresses than ever. It seems the noble ladies of court favor my tailoring.
Hmm. Yes, it is quite odd that I am capable of making more pleasant looking armor to the eye. Well, I would say more discretionable armor. I've always wondered what skill of a tailor as yourself, perhaps what designs could that we could come up with. Something more fashionable.
That is certainly an interesting proposition. It's something we will have to discuss further, certainly.
Oh, indeed. Ceremonial armor is something that I've seen world well of the world that I have seen. So it would come no surprise to me that once it catches a certain popularity, all the nobles would want a set.
Indeed, and I hold a certain level of sway over the nobility as it is, so
And I have my own resources within the commerce and trade. Industry is what pushes the city, and I hope that industry will be what saves it.
we can certainly hope so, as it seems that more and more the city is burning.
Hmm. And in some cases, we must turn to unconventional means, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Well, what's to? I'm sorry, out of character. Were you about to speak?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay. Um, I was curious as to where the lines of loyalty will lie. Are the Primogen still the Primogen if the prince is gone? Are there internecine warring already amongst the clans for you know, different representation?
Well, rumor has reached me that the Ravnos Primogen has declared praxis,
Hmm. Interesting.
which is precisely what the city needed, another praxis war.
Indeed. I.
Her voice is just absolutely dripping with sarcasm there.
Mhm. Well, I hope the prince, long may she reign. But if there must be a change in the order, I hope for the sake of this city, it would be a peaceful transition.
Indeed. Lest we see a bloody conflict like previous.
I myself am not quite certain what to make, as my station is Hound. Now that the sheriff. Well, I'm sorry, out of character, does Memnon know that the sheriff is dead?
No, not yet. She is about to bring that up, though.
Okay, so I guess what Memnon was going to say was that with the absence of the prince, I wonder if the sheriff still technically has his office, and then by
Uh,
design, do
you
I?
see, you see her flinch a little bit. when he mentions the sheriff.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to try to read that?
Oh no, she's gonna bring it up.
Mm.
Well, it appears that we will need a new sheriff as well. As
Don just sighs very heavily.
as rumor has it that when the Ravnos Primogen declared Praxis, she came in carrying the ashes of Sir Bastian and scattered them to the floor as she declared Praxis.
Well, what to do? What to do? I barely knew the man. There is his rank.
I don't think I met him at all. So,
Do we still hold to our loyalties? Are any of our domains still recognized?
it's hard to say. A new prince, no sheriff. It seems that Edessa is losing stability at a rapid pace.
You see Memnon kind of he actually just casually sits down on the floor, just leaning against one of the walls of the sewers. He looks up at Evelyn. Perhaps we need to gather what Cainites that have mutual bonds and alliances for common defense. I do not wish to lose everything that I've worked hard to gain, and I'm sure others feel just the same.
Indeed, I suppose it will be a trying time once again.
Oh, I do not doubt.
But I have no doubts that we will, as we always have, see this through and come out all the stronger for it.
Or ashes on the wind. Let's be pragmatic.
Now. Pragmatism has its place. I consider myself an optimist.
Well, there are some plans I've had designed for one. If one does not try, then how can they ever win?
Exactly.
You see Memnon kind of take something from beneath his shirt. I should have described Memnon isn't in his usual armor now. Like he has his gear with him, but at the moment he's wearing very simple robes. To, that would suit the kind of architectural aspect of how he's presenting himself here in Zangrid's Wall. But he kind of like runs his finger along his chest, bringing out it looks like a chain from his chest, and it's encased in a very encasing a very black stone. The metal encases it. I'm sorry, I completely lost control of that sentence.
It happens. Don't worry about it.
I was wondering, Lady Evelyn, if, given your age and powers and the reputations, if it's bold, if I may ask, do you possess the insight and gift that is known for your clan?
I do.
There are things that I'm capable of, knowledge of subjects that have. And to the ends of our mutual defense, I am trying to further my research. Now, I cannot tell you exactly everything in detail. I'm sure you know how some secrets are always on pain of death. And he
Of
smiles. He
course.
smiles very wide.
Of course.
But
Some secrets are best kept within the clan.
exactly. However, there are ways that we can help each other with our mutual secrets. And in return for such assistance, you would gain my personal, on word of honor, protection if ever you needed help.
Oh, it's quite the boon. But
Oh,
she and she kind of says that teasingly.
oh, indeed. I am one that is not quite fond of boons, but what I would be asking of you, well, it deserves one.
I suppose I can have a look at it.
Menon steps closer and he kind of puts the chain in her hand. Um, he tells her that there was something seen by someone else inside this shard. This, for lack of a better word, obsidian.
Let me pull up demontation real quick.
Okay.
Because I gotta look at the rolls.
And he says, if you had my eyes, you would be amazed by what you would see.
Oh, is that so?
Hmm, indeed.
That is Des Moines. That is not what I want.
Oh, God, no. Not to Millennium.
Need to go a bit further down. As I stop my kid from falling off the bed. There's demontation. Eyes of Chaos.
Oh, I should give away. This is from what Chris told me that it has a very terrible feeling if you put skin to skin contact to it.
Okay, so if she touches it, it just kind of.
Yeah, it has a sapping effect. I think of a -1 stamina, right? But that's just the dice. However, like it's only as long as you remain in contact with it. But just to make sure that you understand, like yeah, when she touch it, if she does touch it, that's why I backed it with the metal. But if she does touch the stone itself and leaves her hand there, start to feel that effect.
Would I be using Spirit Sight or Spirit Touch or Eyes of Chaos?
That is all up to you.
Hmm. Shit!
Ooh.
Oh, yep. See, this is why I tell you to be careful. Oh,
Oh, okay.
he fell off the bed. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And this is why I'm always telling you to be careful, buddy. Yeah. Shh. It's okay. Hmm. Oof, diff 9. Yowza.
And that's for what, the spirit's touch?
No, this is for Eyes of
Oh,
Chaos. It's okay. Yeah. For Spirit Touch, I gotta go up to Auspex.
I always like the Auspex. I've been wanting them not to get Auspex.
Yeah, Evelyn 5 in Auspex.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome.
And that's as high as she can go because she's 8th gen.
I ate my way to 8th gen. Oh boy.
Spirit's Touch. Strong swells of emotion. Okay, looks like either way it's gonna be a diff 9. But her perception empathy is a lot better than her perception enigmas, so let's see how this goes. Luckily it is augmented by her Auspex level. So takes it from a diff 9 to a diff 4.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, plenty of information. But now she needs to make a road check.
Ooh.
And I don't remember what Chris told me the difficulty of the road check is. Because she did the thing.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you just roll a dice and see what you get?
Oh.
If you get like 110 and no ones, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah. Road check is just dice equal to your road, correct? Or is it conscience?
Oh, ooh.
Because I don't remember.
Hmm. I think it is conscious.
Oh dear.
Oh, difficult. There's an
She got
8.
an 8, so I think she's probably good.
I think you're good.
She did not falter from her humanity. Thank you. But her eyes do very briefly turn black as
Mhm.
she uses spirit sight or the spirit's touch on this item.
Memnon sees that.
I'm sure he probably would, given his night sight. But she shakes it off.
Hmm.
Oh, wow, okay. Huh.
What did you feel? What did you see?
It was unlike anything I've ever felt before. It was only almost like it was pulling me to something.
Yes, that is what the source is like. Did it have any memory to it?
And this is about where I would need Chris, and he's not responding.
Okay, okay. You know what? I can put this all in like a blue book for him to answer later if you co-sign on it.
Yeah, I think this would be a good place to stop because I am not sure what Chris wants her to see.
Right, no, fair dues. Fair dues. Um, hmm.
And he has not responded to me in like half an hour, so
Okay, but hey, it's done. We have it on record, so start answering. Nothing happened where you should have flipped out, or you know, Memnon had to put a stake in you. We're really,
exactly.
we're all good here. We're all good here. So,
So I will say thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Edessa the Dark Crusade Season 2. We'll see you next time.